Hey, Salama, Bantu family, it's me, Mikhael Massa. Greetings. We will talk today about something that is very important to talk about Eid. Now, um, we want to talk about our brothers because they are our brother. I want to expose some things here. Um, Before that, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and give me a like if you like the movie. Now, as you can see, our brothers, they are pushing something. Yes, they're pushing something, and we cannot pass to this. We have to talk about it. You know, me as a Bantu preacher, yes, I know some truths from my forefathers. But also, this awakening from the Hebrew Israelites, it was a blessing to me because I saw a multitude of black people standing up all around the world and understanding that the gospel is very important. For me, it was not the first place was not like yes, yes, it was an amazing truth to find out that we are the true people of the Bible. But also another amazing truth was that to finding out that so many people can be awoken in one truth, you know. But if you are Muslim or a Buddhist or you worship the Hinduism religions, these people also have their differences, but not so big like the Christian churches. And the other thing is all of us went out of the Christian church. But it was always better to have a little knowledge about the Christian church and to bring it to the new, awakening that we have received, because it was not everything bad that this Christians was doing. Yeah, many lies. Okay, yeah, a lot of lies. But also misunderstanding and lack of knowledge. But what is if you go from one hole to another hole? It is like, can a blind man show you the way? Will you not fall in the same hole that he will fall into if a hole is in front of him? The thing is, people do not want to change things even if they know they are false, because people call themselves things like prophets. Prophet is not so easy. If someone calls himself like this, you should know he can be judged by this. And that's why this lesson here will be very deep, because I have to expose some things and many people will not like it. But before I start, let's go to a little bit music, yeah, because I love music and music is good. Salama, you're welcome, brothers and sisters. If you have some questions, ask. Salaam, children of Israel. Let's go. Let's start this fight. I have told you that the camps have helped many people to awaken. It was a great start. We saw GOCC, we saw I.U.I.C, we saw I.U.I.C, and many of them great warriors and GMS, etc. But there's one thing before I want to start that I want to say, and I want to show about the teachers and leaders. This is James. James 3:1. James 3:1 talks about, my brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater condemnation. So this means he do not want everyone to become a preacher or a so-called prophet, because these people, the Most High will judge them more. So it is even better to just listen and to be calm than to start directly saying, yes, I am a prophet, I am a leader, etc. Starting with, Hamites in Africa, then no, we fly from heaven to our boats to America, everyone, the 12 tribe chart, thousands of lies, but millions of lies, so many lies, I cannot even count, starting to attacking people on the streets, you're Satan, and then They do not even be humble. They do not even know what to be humble. They have no gifts. So I'm coming to that now. They go to Africa, pushing the RFID chip doctrine. Now, this is, we will stay on James, yeah. 4. Let's start with 1, 2, 3. From whence comes war and fighting among you? Come they not hence even of your lusts, that war in your members? Ye lust, and have not ye killed, and desire to have, and cannot obtain? Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lusts. So everything what they do is pushing hate, pushing hate, and really they hate, this is the problem here, hating, and this comes from their lusts, and they do not ask the Most High, hey, Tatanzambi, do you really want us to do this? Is this really your way that you gave your disciples? Is this really the truth that you gave your disciples? What should we do? No. They are attacking by saying they know in the scriptures. They are attacking by saying they are now the judgment bringers. And what does the government say to that? Yeah, you are welcome. And normally they should ask for mercy, repentance, gifts of Yah. But if people comes that they have gifts, these people will run away. Because they don't. I don't want to be proud here, because I come from Sub-Sahara and we have the spiritual, we are spiritual people. The thing is, everyone can become spiritual. We have people outside there, many preachers, they have spiritual gifts. And I don't think it is a normal thing if you have so many I.U.I.C Isupk leaders and no one of them have a gift, every one of them is a preacher. And that's why the prophecy says clear, we will find in the next days, in the next years, many people of them also will have gifts. But these gifts will be not from Yah, because they see that they can not making money no more like this, like they do now. So they have to sign in. And then we're not breaking everything down about them, because some of them are my elders, my brothers, and we need all of them. And this means I am also not against the people that goes to church. If they pushing things like, I am also not against mixed races. If people have already a mixed child, we cannot abandon this mixed child. But what I am against too, if you did not mix already, please don't do it. Because if you do, your life will be harder. And this child can never be a king from us. He never can rule over the Israelites. We cannot accept this false things no more. But he can entering and be one of us. Yes. Like also the Gentiles. I believe the Gentiles also can be one of us. So there's many things we are different. We are totally different in many different kinds of teaching. UFO teaching, Rfid teaching, and now today we will talk about the Rfid teaching. So they was laughing at us, and after laughing at us, they started to ignore us. But now it's time that these people also know us. And this is really bad because these people, will see that we are a little bit different, you see. They can no more laugh at us because now the Congo truth is coming. The thing is here, I want to show you something. How the Most High want us to be before I start with this preach, right? I will stay in James because I think he has some good things to say about this. Let us start with verse 8 to verse 8 to 12, because many people think I am judging my own people, right? But I do only want the best. I'm not perfect, but there are so many things they have charged with they have started with the Hamite thing. I love you Hamites. Then only the West Africans are Israelites. But about us Sub-Saharan, they did not even say anything. Then they go to Sub-Sahara, starting saying to our people, they should push the Rfid. People, Christ will come with UFO and etc. etc. What's going on here? Draw nigh to Yah, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hand, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourself in the sight of Tatanzami, and he shall lift you up. Speak not evil one of another, brethren. He that speaketh evil of his brother and judges his brother speaks evil of the law and judges the law. But if thou judge the law, thou art not doer of the law, but a judge. You see, this kind of preaching against our brothers and sisters outside there. The truth is, and I will expose it now. The truth is, if we want to bring some people into the congregation, into the Kintwadi, it is not by attacking him. It is not by telling him straight the truth. Yes, this can go good if he was already searching for the truth. And then he will find the truth. It's very easy then. But if this person was someone in ignorance, someone who loves Tatanzambi, etc., you can bring these people in confusion. You can bring these people out of the truth. And you can bring these people also to do weird things. So this means you must be humble. You must be like a snake, but inside of you, you have to be a dove. And also, the power is not only by preaching people. The power is more by music. With music, you can bring thousands and thousands of people to you. And the other power is by the work that Tatanzambi gives his disciples. Heal the sick, cast out demons. The lame should go, the blind should see, okay, and the dead should wake up, because we are because the Tatanzambi is a God from the living and not from the dead. We should be light to the Gentiles. So everyone, our people and the other nations, will lift us up. You see? And call us Zion. And this is the mission. This is the only mission. And if someone comes and starting attacking people, humble people in streets, and going controversy against the laws of Tatanzambi, or the laws that Isaiah left us, or how can I explain? There are many prophets came after Isaiah. Many prophets came after him, or the prophet that came before him. No one of them was preaching a gospel by attacking people. Every one of them was going according to the laws. By this, what we have reading here, they was doing everything, yeah, so that they can serve their people. Okay. Now, because everything that you see, why is that so that our brethren today are pushed to this kind of teach? Yeah, where does this evil come from? Let me explain. This is also, I will stay by James. Okay, James is good now. James 1 and 14. James 1 and 14 says this. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and etiquette. Now this means then when the lust has conceived, it brings forth sin, and sin, which is when it is finished, brings forth death. This means because they like it, because they like to be the judger, because they like to be the sword of Tatanzambi, they have put in all this hatreds in their hearts. They formed it into the gospel and they are preaching it. They was preaching it against their own color, against their own people, against everyone. There was even the people asked them. There's some mamzas inside of these camps. People ask them, you are black, you call yourself black because you're mixed. So your mom is a white woman. So if your mom is a white woman, you say that you, what would you do? Because you're preaching against the mamzers, right? So what do you expect your mama? What should we do with your mama? Is your mama your mom? No, she's not my mom. That's what he answered. My mama could die. It would not interest me. But the Most I say, honor father and mother. The father and mothers are the gods of the earth. So how can that be that these people are given such an answer? This is even the devil would not give such an answer. Believe me. They are saying he's answering to his own mother. She is the devil, and I do not want my mother because she is white. Hey, it's the Most High. Give your mother and father, yeah, the way to you to come to this world. It's crazy. Me, I cannot trust these people. That's why I never ever was watching these people from start and even now. But I regret that these people are so many and none of them understands not even a little bit about spirit. And that's why we are here to break this down. Now, let us start with hearing some nice things here.
Have you ever wondered why most churches are tax exempt?
These are now the Gentiles, right? They are even them, they are smarter and they can explain how things works.
It thinks that there's some nice folks and deserve a tax break because they do good charity work. No, it's really hush money. That's why most Christian churches and other religions are considered 501c3 tax-exempt organizations. But what most of the churchgoers don't know is that comes with a lot of restrictions. Yes, you see, the government controls what the church can and cannot say. Oh, you've never been told this by your pastor. Well, of course not. They've been muzzled, and they've taken bribe money from the government. You see, Jesus himself said you should pay taxes. You render to Caesar what is Caesar's. You see, but what happens with these 501c3 tax-exempt churches is there literally are a variety of restrictions on things that they cannot say and cannot do in order to get that tax benefit. Oh, that seems a lot like accepting bribe money. It's really the churches accepting hush money is what it is. The churches can't do certain political organizing. There's certain things that the pastor just simply cannot say. And they'll never tell you this because they want you to believe that you're getting the whole truth. Oh, really? Then why are you accepting bribe money from the government that is controlled by an Illuminati mafia, the same satanic system that is forging this New World Order and paving the path for the Antichrist? You know? I mean, if a Christian church had any respect at all, they would give up their tax-exempt status and pay taxes. You know, it'd be probably a third of their money are going to go to taxes, but then guess what? They can tell you the whole truth. Yeah, the whole truth, because they can't do that. Oh, no. They are muzzled. Now, and I say this as a Christian myself. I mean, which church is ever going to say and warn you about certain government policies? They can't. Or if they do, they'll get threatened by the IRS. If there's a certain liberal in the audience, or a certain conservative, or somebody that has a different political opinion, or maybe a guest of the church, or just an undercover church agent sort of auditing the messages of these churches, particularly the bigger mega churches with thousands of people, especially these big stadium seating propaganda churches. If the pastor just happens to give a particular message that encourages the audience, the members to do certain things or to just think a certain way, or he just happens to let the truth slip out, they'll get their tax-exempt status threatened to be revoked. And so they take that hush money, they take that bribe money, and they bow down to the government. So that's why most of these churches just
So
this.
how many times did we see
rapture?
how many times did we see Nathaniel do the 666 sign? How many times? Did I ever preach you about black clothes or the so-called Star of David? Is this the Star of David what they are pushing? Is the 12th tribe chart what these people are pushing the truth? This is a money-making system what these people employ, what these people are pushing outside there. And if you're a little spiritual and you're looking for a little bit help, these people cannot help you at all. And they will not even care about that. You see? They will tell you things if you have some spiritual problems or if you're really looking for help. They can't help. So is that the leader, or are that the people that I want to follow you? Never ever. They're wearing black clothes, like people are going now to cemetery. Black and red. And they're wearing garments like Freemasons. The most of them are blind. The most of them was looking because of their heart. They was afflicted. They have seen many problems because America is the new time Egypt. It is. So now they saw so many violences and they're looking for brethren and sisters so that these people can unite with them. And what's happened? They meet these brothers here. Now, as you can hear, the word does not allow you to teach the truth. There is frequencies outside there. Television, radio, and every social media platform is controlled by the beast. Your mobile phone, your passports, Everywhere the beast have the hands on it. And if he knows you are not from him, I will tell you, if you have the mark from Tatanzambi, then the devil will do everything, yeah, to kill you or to change your mind so that you will become one of them. And if you see someone, he's popular and he's famous, like those people here, they have a lot of followers. Every church leader that has a lot of followers will be persecuted or killed, hung, or he will disappear. Believe it or not, if you control the mass, you control the world. So, these people should be prophets. So, the government will not allow these people and let them go preaching against white and Chinese and the whole world like they do, if these people are not working with the government hands and hands. Thousands of videos of mine was deleted. Even movies, simple movies, if I say I was talking about animals in Africa and exposing the scriptures. Normal videos, they took it out. These people are spitting and letting other people kissing their feet. And the prophecies has not even come, but they do that. The time has not even arrived, but they do saying things and doing things that is not even according to the scriptures. How can it be that the government has not attacked one of them? Sisters and mothers and fathers are going to mingle into their congregations. Sisters being beaten and others even violated. This is what is going on there. You can believe it or not, unsubscribe or do what you want. But this is the truth about the camps. Now, let us see what they push.
It's June. Give me that. Who got it? You got it, Isaac?
Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 22. When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass.
We in June. Ain't no microchecks. It's June.
Got rid of cash for an entire month. Didn't use any physical cards, so just digital means. And throughout the experiment, I wanted to push myself and try to find what's the furthest, possible extent of this future of payments. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden, and I went over to Sweden and he did it.
We in June. Ain't no microchecks. It's June.
And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden.
We in June. Ain't no microchecks. It's June.
And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden. And I went over to Sweden and he did it.
We in June. Ain't no microchecks. It's June.
Nor come to pass.
We in June. Ain't no microchecks.
Only to show you, yeah, that they know what they are pushing. Yeah. Now, even in the other countries, look.
Déjame decirte algo de esta gente de GMS. Esta gente son una gente que vienen directamente de la basura. Pregúntele a ellos, los que están en Facebook ahora. Pregúntele a ellos del chip que no está en la Biblia. Si me ponen un chip aquí, yo todavía voy a hacer lo que esta Biblia dice. Si me ponen un chip aquí, yo todavía voy a hacer lo que dice la Biblia. ¿Ok? Ustedes son unos desgraciados y unos sucios. No hablen más.
Sí, la que más me gustó y la que más me gustó gracias fue la del 666, que bueno, solamente lo entenderán los que están en alguna región, cosa que yo no, pero bueno, tuve que estudiarlo también. Justo yo estaba explicando que esto, nosotros ya logramos poder comprar y vender con esto, y era la casualidad que en la Biblia hay una fracción de una lectura donde dice que llegaron
So, if you can see, the I.U.I.C is pushing everywhere the RFID chip. Everywhere. So, they was pushing it even in Africa. Okay? So, what is the benefit of it? Let us go also to the scriptures, and I have also prepared some things here to show you what really is going on. So what is the RFID chip? The UN and USA are trying to implanting a law that requires everyone worldwide to be implanted with an RFID microchip. They are trying to make it out to be a good thing for US, stating that it will make life easier and also reduce crime because no one will be able to make a move or speak a word without the government knowing about it. The same thing with the coronavirus thing here, okay? However, the chip is just another method of government control and a step closer to a new world order. With this RFID chip, all of our money, information, medical history, and everything will be programmed into this chip. No more social security cards, birth certificates, ID cards, driver license, credit debit cards, bank accounts, or anything. All of this information will be on the implanted RFID chip, and the government will have the right to withdraw money from your RFID implant for you owe them anytime they want, with or without your consent or knowledge. This will also enable the government to track you at any given moment for any reason with or without, again, your consent or knowledge. The RFID chip is also has a microphone so that the government can drop in and listen to you anytime, anywhere, for any reason. And you guessed it with or without your consent or knowledge. And here is the best part: if you refuse to be implanted with the RFID chip, the government will birth certificate, no money, no nothing. No SS, no birth certificate, no money, no nothing without the RFID chip. As far as the government is concerned, you to do exist and cannot be an American citizen. Now, because they are trying to make this a worldwide requirement, you will not exist, period. There will be nowhere what you can do. Now, you can see why Huawei and Americas are fighting, etc. because of controlling people, what they say, what they do with the phones, because they can do it via satellite. Okay, it is information is power. Information is power, you know. They are controlling everything because if they know, they know. And now at this moment they want to push nations against nation, people against people, because people normally are not like this. Now, there will be nowhere that you can go. You will have no money to place to live, no vehicle to family, nothing. Now, I don't know about you, but so that's the rest is unimportant. So, the thing is here, if we go to the scriptures, let us go to some scriptures here. Then we will see some, yes, we will find some things here. Also, I have to go to the Blue Letter Bible. because I want to break this down now with the scriptures, right? Now, okay, let's just go to the first scriptures, right? We are going to Isaiah 36:6, right? Just to show you how danger it is to follow everyone like you want. Sometimes it is good if someone is not preaching the same things like the others. Lot thou trusted in the stuff of this broken reed on Egypt, so like America, wherein if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. So is the Pharaoh king of Egypt to all that trust in him. So this is one of the way, you will get this pierce, so a stock or a ride. Let me see some other versions. Let me look at this version, what they say. He has also pierced the hands. Okay. Here, a reed, you see? Or of a stuff, It's like they're implanting something in your hands, Okay? And reed staff is like a komula, So if you see that, you directly will understand that this is not the way, that Nzambi want us to live. Okay? Now, but this is exactly what these people are pushing.
What?
Oh, both small and great.
What is this small and great? This small and great nations. Once again, this white man, this image did not conquer individually. This image was not pushed on me and you individually. This image was pushed on a national level and brought down as culture to be accepted. So all great nations and small nations, go ahead.
Rich and poor.
Rich nations and poor nations. America, Britain, Africa, all of Canada. Those rich nations, poor nations, Africa, Guatemala, poor nations, go ahead.
Rich and poor, free and bond.
Free and bond. First world countries and third world countries. Why they call third world countries bond? Why? Because they bond, they're in chains. They're tied up in the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Go do some research on Barbados and the bananas and how they put sanctions on them. Go do some research on Mexico that grows rice as a national export and they ain't allowed to buy their own damn rice. Why? Because they don't want this devil ruling over them. Go do some research on Haiti. First successful revolution, so to speak. Look at Haiti today. You don't want the French to rule over you? No sweat. You don't want to worship the image of the beast? You don't want to follow his philosophy and glorify this image? No problem. Live in poverty. Small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Go ahead.
To receive a mark.
To receive what?
A mark.
To receive what?
A mark.
Go ahead.
In their right hand.
Uh-huh.
Or in their forehead.
Or in their forehead. So now you have a beast, a serpent, which is not literal, referring to the white man. The image of the beast that has power. This is the image of a man, not a horned bull. This is the image of a man, so you know the spirit is coming in. So the mark of the beast is what? What is his mark? How do you know you serve this white man? How I can look at you and tell if you're down with this image here, or if you're not? I can look at you with your shaven face and your suit and your tie, going to church, fulling out in democracy. Hail America, you have the mark of the beast. I can look at you going to join the white man's military with his guns, to shoot some Arabs that never do nothing to you.
In the first, he's not saying the full lie, yeah, because if he say that the mark of the beast is or did that on the forehead, this is a sign in a black blood sacrifice into paper, into any kind of thing that happens that has to do with the things from the white man, like to do the works of Satan. Yes, but they do not tell you, yeah, that the mark of the beast on your hands, yeah, is completely, yeah, the RFID chip, and they do not want that, yeah, so they are pushing controversy and saying the mark of the beast on the right and your left hand, it is allowed in the scriptures. This is that what they say. You see? And this is that, for me, they can push it everywhere for their people, but they should not push it to our Bantu people, because this is a no-go. Now, watch this. I just want to break down some more scriptures about that, because this is so deep what they do. Let's go to the Revelation, right? Let's go to the Revelation 13 and 15. We'll start by 15. Because I want to show you exactly what this revelation means. Now, and it was allowed to give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast might even speak and might cause those who will not worship the image of the beast to be slain. This is the truth, what he's speaking here. Yeah, it is the false statue and the false worship of the government. Yeah, everything they have brought to us, you know, this is the false doctrines, the false living. This is the image of the beast here. What also not really have only to do with the white Jesus, but everything what they have created and brought to us. This is the image of the beast here. Also, it causes all, both small and great, both rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand or the forehead. Marked with what? Okay, this is now the question here. What means mark? Let us go to mark. Mark. Let's see if the Blue Letter Bible can help us. Mark. What means mark? Mark, not Marcus. Here. Mark. Here. Not Marcus. Where can I find this? So mark is something like how can I explain? It is something like a tattoo, or, you know, no problem. Oh, it's here. Wait. Oh, I thought it is. No, I can't find it. Sorry. So, mark means something like a tattoo. Yeah, something like a stamp. Okay. If we read that also it causes all both and small, great, both rich and poor, rich and poor. This means every single people here on earth, yeah, should become slaves, yeah, with the mark on their forehead or on their hands. In the time that I was going to club, yeah, you will also, they will giving you something like a stamp to come in, to enter, or they will give you something like a bond, yeah, that shows that you are VIP or something like that. And this is here what the scriptures are saying. Without it, you cannot pay anything. You will be marked. Yeah. Now, if we go to because they are trying to separating people here, you know. You will have, like in a movie from Justin Timberlake, In Time, yeah, you will have your own life now counted. Everything what you do will be counted. It's like they will be your God, because also the Most High is counting everything what you do. Yeah, and later this numbers of numbers will be given to the Most High, and we will say, here you was doing that and that and that and that and that and that, and later you can be judged by that. And these people are judging you right away if you live. This is that why they are pushing all these things what we are living now, this coronavirus things. Everything what is passing and is happening now to us, it's because of that. If we go to Luke, (19) 41 to 43. And when he drew near and saw the city, he wept over it, saying, would that you had known on this day the things that make for peace, but now they are hidden from your eyes. For the days will come upon you when your enemies will set up a barricade around you and surround you and hem you in one every side. So the thing here is, we are talking about a trench. A trench, if, yeah, because it is like the most, this is Isaiah, yeah. He's talking that in the next days they will put a trench to your people and putting even barricades. Okay, go back to the King James Version. Now, here, a trench, okay? Here. For the day should come upon thee, that thine enemy should cast a trench about thee, okay? And compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side. So, it is like they will put us, they will control us, yeah? They will try to, yeah, to put us in camps and etc. And robots and etc. will control us. Okay? Now, watch carefully. Only to show you that many of our people are helping the enemy. Now, a trench is normally should be corax or sharax. Trench. Yes, here. Trench, sharax. Then, the meaning by that is the meaning is not so good. I need a better meaning here. What's going on here? So the trench is the same thing like the mark, okay? The trench is the same thing like the mark. Yeah, they will push the RFID chip. Okay, they will push it. And yes, and that's why we have to be very, very careful, yeah, for the future, not to receive this RFID chip, okay, because it's not good. Also, it is forbidden in the scriptures. The scriptures forbid. If we go to Revelation and 14, let's start 9 to 11. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Tanzami, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, and in his presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascended up for ever and ever, and they have no rest day or night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. So like I told you, I was often in the club, and there I also see the white Jesus is worshipped by the Gentiles. You can believe it or not. You will find this white Jesus is their God. This is their highest chief. Believe it or not. This is completely the truth. Yeah. The revelation with the forehead is very simple. I've broken it so many times down. The Tatanzambi has a type how he saving people. The Satan is trying to do the same, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of the Tanzambi in their foreheads. So the forehead sealing is spiritual, yeah. This means many people outside there, they are already, yeah, they have already the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast means that you have already made a covenant with Satan. Yeah? And this is the mark of the beast. And the other mark of beast, what they are speaking of here, it is something like a seal, or a tattoo, or a chip, a number anything of you. Something that they will print into your hand. With that, you can identify yourself. And you have to. They will push something like this here. A robot state. Human and man. You should see, this is that what they want to push. Okay? There was always saying, yeah, a human can also, like a machine can be also a human. You know? That's why they're pushing this kind of stuff very, very hard and with full power. They're also trying to mix human with animals. Now they want to bring a new intellect. That's why Google is pushing all these things at most. Google is one of the most satanic programs. Yeah, he is Satan. Google. Because he can control everything what you want and everything what you need and everything what you do. Because of that, they can see what you want to eat, what you want to buy, what you want to, everything, every thought of you, they can control it. With Google. One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. So a man will normally always be controlled. A machine will normally always be controlled by man. But this is not what they want. The thing is, the machine has no feelings. The machine is always be controlled by man. Like I told you, there is always someone behind it. And if we say to the machine, go kill or do not let these people go out, then the machine will do that. So these people are pushing these things, and this will be very, very deep in the end times. Let me go to the last scriptures for tonight. We are going to I.U.I.C 5 and 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. See that? So, like I have told you, yeah, it is already written. Everyone that has known a little bit about the club life will understand this easily. And these camps, I don't know. No, I'm not a friend of them. So, salam, my brothers and sisters, and thank you very much.